Morning. Today we will continue with chapter 1, which talks about location. Here, as we said before, every point on the orthonormal system has coordinates. So the first one represents the abscissa, its prolongation on x-axis, the horizontal line here, and the second one represents the ordinate or its projection on the y-axis. Okay? What are the four quadrants of a system? The axis of orthonormal system divide the plane into four quadrants. The first one here has positive abscissa and positive ordinate. The second quadrant has negative abscissa and positive ordinate. The third one has both negative abscissa and negative ordinates, and the fourth one has positive abscissa and negative ordinate. Okay, for example, if there is a point here, its abscissa will be negative and its ordinate will be positive, so it belongs to quadrant 2. Okay, it shows us the location of a given point. They are represented using Roman numbers. Okay. The origin is a point of intersection of abscissa and ordinate. It has 0 abscissa and 0 ordinate. The coordinates of O are 0, 0. Here is the origin, the point of intersection of the abscissa axis with the ordinate axis. Okay, so it's 0, 0. Given the points A, B, C, D, E, F, they are shown here inside the orthonormal system. We should know that every point on the x-axis, here for example, A belongs to the x-axis, its ordinate is 0. E also belongs to the x-axis, its abscissa is -1, its ordinate is 0. It's a rule that any point on the x-axis has no ordinate, or its ordinate, its y, is 0. If the ordinate of a point is 0, the y is 0, then definitely this point belongs to the x-axis. Okay, it's the same point but in a reverse way. Every point on the y-axis, here for example, C is a point that belongs to the y-axis, its ordinate is 5, so its abscissa is 0. In other words, if the abscissa of a point is 0, then this point belongs to y-axis. Here, 2 or more points, it's a rule, listen well, having the same abscissa. For example, B and F are 2 points having same abscissa, which is 5. The x of B is 5 and the x of F is 5. So if I join together points B and F, they will form a line that is parallel to the y prime y. Okay, it's how we prove that the lines are parallel. How? If the points have the same abscissa, then the line formed by these points is parallel to y prime y. Similarly, let's look at B and D. B has an abscissa 5, D has abscissa of -3. Okay, now let's look at their ordinate. B has y 5, ordinate 5, and the ordinate of D is 5. Since B and D have the same ordinate, which is 5, then the line formed by BD is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, again, if the points having the same abscissa, then the line formed is parallel to y prime y. If they have the same ordinate, then the line formed is parallel to x prime x. Okay, it's how we prove that BF is parallel to y prime y, or BD is parallel to x prime x. We can say that 3 points are collinear. Collinear means that they belong to the same line. How? If they have the same abscissa or the same ordinate. Here, if we look, we have points B, C, and D. These 3 points have the same ordinate, which is 5. So I can say that B, C, and D are collinear. How to read graphically the coordinates of a point? Give the coordinates of points O, A, B, and C graphically. Here is point O. O has an abscissa 0 and ordinate 0. So the coordinates of O is 0, 0. What about point A? A belongs to the x-axis. It's on -2. So the abscissa of A is -2 and the ordinates is 0 because it belongs to the x-axis. Okay, we shouldn't go above to plot the point A. It's on the x-axis, so its ordinate is 0. Now, what about point B? B belongs to the y-axis. Then its abscissa is 0. Okay, if here, let's make the projection of B on x-axis, we will reach 0. What about its ordinate? It's +3, and we know that if a point has 0 as an abscissa, then we can clearly say that it belongs to y prime y. Okay, what about point C? Here, look at the graph. If we make the projection of C on the x-axis, then the abscissa of C is -2. The prolongation of C on the y-axis, here the ordinate of C is 3. Then I can say that the coordinates of C is -2, 3. Okay, how to prove that AC is parallel to the y prime y? A and C, here A has an abscissa -2 and C has an abscissa -2. Since x of A equal to x plus C equal to -2, these points having the same abscissa, then they form a line AC which is parallel to y prime y. Now, in an orthonormal system, plot the points E plus 3, 0. Here is the point +3. 0, it means it belongs to the x-axis. So here is the point E. F is 0 -2. The abscissa of F is 0. So I put a point here on 0 and then go down to -2. This is point F. G +3 -2. Keep in your mind that the first number represents the abscissa or the position on x-axis. So start by +3 and go down to -2. Here is the point G. Okay? The point that has ordinate 0, for example, as point E, it means that it belongs to x-axis. But if the abscissa is 0, if the x equal to 0, then the point belongs to the y-axis. Okay? The parallel through E here to y prime y and parallel through F to x prime x intersect at G. The coordinates of G is +3 -2. How to prove that 3 points are collinear? As we said before, if they have the same abscissa or the same ordinate. If we look well here, how to prove that A, C, E are collinear? A, C, E. Did you see the points? The abscissa of A is 2, the abscissa of C is 2, and the abscissa of E is also 2. Since they have the same abscissa, then they form a line which is parallel to y prime y. Okay, they are collinear since they have the same abscissa. Collinear means they belong to the same line named AC or AE or CE. Okay, they are all correct. How to answer? Since the points A, C, and E have the same abscissa, which is +2, then they are collinear on a straight line parallel to y prime y. Okay? Now, how to prove that points A, B, and D are collinear? They don't have the same abscissa, but they have the same ordinates, which are A belongs to a line which has ordinate of -3. The ordinate of B is -3, the ordinate of D is -3, so I say that since the points A, B, and D have the same ordinate which is -3, then they are collinear on a straight line parallel to x prime x. Thank you for your attention.